Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Veyron Engines. So it's a bit of a late one, mate, isn't it, today?
Yeah, a little bit late.
What time is it? It's 3:30 and we're just starting doing a video.
Going
this is
well.
The dedication we have to this channel. So I've just been saying to you, I feel a little bit this week like all I've done is these two engines for the Cossies. Goes like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
They just go on and on and on, and you're waiting for little bits, and eventually they'll both be done. But just been one of those weeks really with it.
All takes time, mate.
All takes time. Got to do it properly, haven't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just, as you can see, I'm just putting the front cover on this Cossie. Got the head on. This is the one with the 10 long studs, so you can see down the holes there. Look, we've got those nuts that I like to use from Julian Godfrey, as opposed to the big hexes that you can't get a socket over because the holes ain't big enough. And we've got the turbo, mate.
A massive blower.
Look at that.
Big, innit?
That's your T4 right there. It's a nice rare turbo. This is it's a hybrid version with a billet front wheel.
Yeah.
Of the original RS500 Cosworth turbo. It's a Garrett T4, and this is what they used to run on the touring cars back in the day to create the 500 horsepower.
Beast, innit?
Yeah, it's absolutely lovely, isn't it?
Bit laggy, I expect.
Well, I think they were originally, but these days with the billet front wheel, you bore it out, put a better wheel in there. It's got the 360 thrust bearing. It's actually, compared to the old ones, quite responsive. And obviously with the camshafts that you run now, modern cams, a bit better, and obviously the ECUs these days, it's all a bit...
Yeah.
But this is a particularly old school setup. It's got the 8 injector plenum off the RS500. It's got the 70mm throttle body. So it's all genuine RS500 stuff, this. So on the difference with the RS500 plenum is you've got holes in the front here to put an extra 4 injectors.
So they're quite rare then?
Very rare and very expensive.
Yeah.
Probably talking several £1,000 now for one of these manifolds.
Bloody hell. Best lock that cupboard then.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, as I say, it's a derivative of the original sort of 500 setup, really. Cool. It's not a 500 block, it's a 200 block.
Yeah.
We know that it gets a bit confusing with these Cossie blocks because the Pinto, the original Pinto was a 205 block.
Right.
Then they did the 205 block in the Sierra Cosworth, which was slightly different.
So it was a 205, but it wasn't.
It was a 205, but it was an uprated 205. Then you got the 200 blocks,
yeah, which
were in the 4-wheel drive Cosworths of the Sierra and the Escorts. Thicker walled again. These are the ones that we can do the long studding on.
Yeah.
And earlier than this, they do a 205 block, but it's thicker than the 200 block, and that was the genuine RS500 block.
Right, okay.
The only difference is with those and the original, where you can tell from the outside, is the core plugs. See the core plugs here? They had a very small core plug in the 500 blocks. If you get one of those, mate, cha-ching, big money. So, yeah, all getting a bit rare now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is going in a Mark... I'm thinking it's a Mark II Escort. I usually get me Mark 1s and 2s. If I say it's a Mark II, it's probably a Mark 1, but it's in one of them Escorts anyway.
That'd be a bit leery then.
So it's going to be a bit interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Car's probably going to be 900 kilo, 550 horsepower.
Nice.
Have some of that.
Just what you want.
Larry cams. We've got a BD14 exhaust cam and a BD16 plus full race inlet cam.
Big old lobes on there, innit?
With this turbo, should be able to create around that sort of power. Nice. So yeah, I'm getting there, mate. Now I've just spoke to the Stuart, the owner, and the point we're getting at now. I'm just about to stick the cam bout on, and tomorrow I can time this up. He's got another rocker cover coming because the rocker cover on the car is this one here, and it's got the two big breather pipes in the top,
Right, yeah.
which we can't remove because they're welded in from the bottom.
So you can't.
So I can't recon
face
it, and he don't want them anyway because we're running a dry sump. So he's going to put a plain rocker cover on. He's going to send me that with the dry sump kit. He's got a dry sump kit that's going on there.
I noticed.
So I've got to recondition the rocker cover and that.
Yeah.
And he's going to send me some other bits out of the car, little bits like this. We've got to strip down the throttle body, and I've got to send all the little bits off to be plated.
I noticed a lot of
Stuart's
people.
lingering over by the door there.
Hello, Stu.
You need me.
I need you to come and hold something for me.
Oh, not again.
Yeah.
I feel.
Well, it is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hump day. And I'm like,
I'm not going to edit that out either.
no, I
Yeah.
need you to hold the bonnet
Okay, mate.
while I mark it out because everything else is done.
Ooh.
Literally cutting the bonnet out and then you're ready to race.
Sounds like we've got another video for the second channel there.
Yeah.
We'll do it for tomorrow.
Coming right up.
I
So
do.
when you got a minute, if you wouldn't mind.
I'll pop over, mate.
Cool.
See your hard work. Thanking you. Stuart there, nearly done the kit car.
Nice.
Very nice. Got the old scoop off. Sad day today. Took the scoop off the bonnet. Gonna have to cut a big hole in it.
Sad times.
Never mind, only fiberglass, mate. You can always
Yep.
put it back to how it was. So yeah, where were we? Got to take all the little bits off the throttle body, and I'm going to get everything plated in clear zinc, so it'll look like original. All this bracketry. We have a load of stuff up the top here, the fuel rails, things like the pipe, the return pipe from the turbo. Get all this done, the dipstick tube. Just that extra effort, and it makes the thing look like new, fresh. You know, something like a Mark II Escort. A few quid now, innit?
Did you say they're putting a dry sump on that?
Put a dry sump kit.
Are you putting it on?
We're going to put it on.
I've seen a lot of people in the comments said they want to see that. So.
Yeah. So I did one. Well, I've fitted a couple of dry sump kits in the past. The last one I did was on a normally aspirated. And what you get is a different sump pan altogether. It's a lot shallower. It's got two drains, front and rear, and then you get a pump that goes where the power steering pump would have gone when the car was in the Sierra, but obviously Mark II doesn't have it anyway. You get a pump here, and the pump is driven. There's an extra pulley that goes on the front of the auxiliary shaft, and that drives the dry sump pump, and then you can adjust the pressure, etc. off that. So yeah, good idea, mate. Eliminate any sort of oil surging issues.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure in a Mark II you're going to be fairly sideways with 500 odd horsepower, aren't you?
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
More often than not.
Fantastic. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. You're doing the head for Eddie.
Am I? Or am I doing the other one?
No, you're not. You're doing the other
I'm
head
doing
for,
the other one for this,
for Stuart. So we've just got to do the head for this one. Bottom end's
Or have I,
pretty much there, look.
I have done the head. Oh, I don't know. There's 3 Cosy heads going around at the
Probably
minute.
done it. I don't know even. I don't even know where it is at the minute.
Is that not the one that I did the guide liners on?
Is it all done?
Yeah.
But the head's done.
Ah, that's it. It's gone for welding, hasn't it?
It has gone for welding.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's where it is. Yeah, a little bit of welding in the top, just around where the waterways are corroded a bit. So, yeah, that's a case of plonking the head on, timing it all up, and that one's pretty done there. Pretty much done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, where are we in here then, mate, with the stuff? We've got to strip the K-Series. I keep saying that, and people are dying for us to get involved with that one, because we haven't. I can't remember the last time I got involved with a bottom end on a K-Series. Fantastic.
I'm interested to see what it's like.
So the plan is with this one, what I'm going to do, because it has done a head gasket, it's blew a head gasket, or it was in the process of blowing a head gasket. First thing I want to do is check the liner heights. So we will be putting new liners and pistons in, but I just want to check to see how this one's been running. So what we'll do, take it all to bits, take the liners out, mark them from 1 to 4, clean all the bottom thoroughly, clean the base of the block, put them in so there's no sealer and nothing on them, and see what the heights were. If you try and measure them like this, Anyone that's ever removed a cylinder head off a K-Series Rover, if you turn over the bottom end when the head's off, you have to strip it completely because it disturbs the liners,
Really?
breaks the seal down the bottom.
So the head is the only thing that keeps those liners down.
Yeah,
Once it's all
yeah.
done
So you
up.
put them in with some sealant, put it all in, get the head on, get it all torqued up. But if you leave them untouched and take the head off and put it back on, you've got a chance that they're going to still stay sealed. If they're not sealed, what happens is the water goes down past into the sump. You end up getting a nice cream.
It's not really what you're after.
No. Bloody good engine.
Milkshake.
This has got the modified dowels, so very important on the K-Series because the head bolts go all the way through down into the main carrier.
Yeah.
So what they fitted in, Rover in their wisdom, fitted them with plastic head dowels to start with. And that allowed, because of the length of the bolts, that allowed the head to sort of shimmy around.
Yeah.
And blow the gasket. So
basically it's a steel dowel.
yeah, when you buy a modified kit, you get steel dowels, which
More rigid.
more
Makes
rigid,
sense.
really makes sense.
Maybe
doesn't it?
should have been in there to start with.
I
but-
mean, talk about saving money, ridiculous. But that was really all these motors were renowned for, doing the head gaskets.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that was
once,
'cause of
generally, once you replace them with the dowels and the modified head gasket, never had any trouble from them really. Very rarely got involved with the bottom end. But this has been a race motor, so we'll have to get involved and just have a little look, see what's happened there.
Didn't I think John said to me that he was sending another head down.
Yeah, it's got a VVC. This is an 1800 VVC.
Yeah, that's it.
John's
He's
done the
having
head,
one without.
but he wants to put one and eliminate the VVC.
Smart
Put
idea.
a blanking kit on it. So just do away and put vernier pulleys on, set it all up in it.
Yeah, that'd be a nice motor.
Mercedes, that's a mystery.
I'm scared
We're going to
of
have
this,
to. Now the trouble is with this, it's a bit of an obscure one. Mercedes do like to do things a little bit weird. Paul stripped it,
which is ideal.
which is great, and now Paul's buggered off and left us with a load of bits that we've cleaned up. In fairness, they look nice,
Yeah.
but we ain't got a clue where they go.
Well, that cylinder head, I'm guessing, goes on the top.
That's
of the
going to go on
block,
the top, but everything else, God knows, mate.
I do have a manual. To be fair, I found an online manual, so
yeah,
might be
just
helpful.
like weird little triffids. But we'll get in amongst the manual, lay everything out, see what we got in it.
yeah,
Go through the tubs of nuts and bolts.
yeah.
Nice.
Then
Let's see if we
get
can
that
make an
done.
engine out of it.
Yeah.
The Triumph is all done.
Yeah.
That one's going back to the customer. I think all John's got to do is fit the rear plate there.
Ah, yeah.
She's tied it up. And yeah, that one's all done. So we've got a
Looks
couple
good,
of
to be
A-series to go through. We've got another Cosworth coming soon. You'll be pleased to know.
Another one.
But this one's an RS500 engine.
Proper one.
Out of a genuine, well-known RS500. So
Really?
any of you Cosy fans that are watching, you'll probably know this car that the engine's going to be out of.
That's
but,
cool.
We'll wait till it comes in before we go on about that. Reckons it's going to be another week or two. So yeah, that's what I got going on, mate, at the minute. I do apologise to anyone who's not over thrilled about the Cosies, but
Was what
that's what we
you
do, though,
innit?
innit?
So
and this is what you do.
yeah,
Lovely.
all done now.
All done. He's off in the van at the weekend.
Yeah.
I did get in touch with Sam at Tintin Express to see if he could sticker the van up before you went,
Really?
but he can't do it.
Oh,
Next Wednesday it's going in.
yeah. None of the vans got stickers on now,
Not at the minute, mate. Going full stealth at the minute.
other than the bright orange. But
Yeah. So, what you got going on? Anything interesting? Doing the
just
Cosy head?
Yeah, doing that Cosy head. Just stuck some new guides in it, and then that other one, I put guide liners in it. Don't know why we chose to do that. Sort of.
Yeah, I don't know really. Just a bit of a change, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the guide liners are good, aren't they?
Yeah, the guide. That's what we always used to do. The guide liners. To be honest, it's tend to use the guide liners if the thing's been ported, and they sort of titivate the old guides at the top there. Then you can liner them and feckle it, and
Yeah.
they're quite good. And as I say, the advantage with the guide liners, they are phosphorus bronze, hard wearing, and they're serrated, so they hold the oil, and you can
So,
size
yeah.
them to whatever size you want, can't you?
They are really good. Really,
They're more hard wearing than the original bronze, I would say.
yeah,
So good idea.
yeah.
There we
about
go,
it, I
mate.
think,
Getting
but-
through it all. So overtime here, bit of overtime here. Isaac's just putting the rear seal in the Subaru, and then that is it, isn't it? It's off the stand.
Yeah.
Get it in the van.
Nearly time to go.
Nearly time to go, mate. 10 o'clock last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not very happy, was she?
No, she was alright to be fair.
Oh, I do. I was getting used to it. He's in there, isn't it? Well, unfortunately, guys, that is all we've got time for today. Until Friday's video, have a great evening. We'll see you then. Cheers.